Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Toronto Mounties and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Mike 5, 319! Mike 5-4. Time to go, night.
On the handoff, they start with Richardson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Alpha! 44, Mike, 44. Bring it!
To the air, Allen. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 35. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
He needs to start heeding their advice. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
The throw on 2nd down from Vick, incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Vick. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
The Chiefs take over first.
Let's go, baby! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that. Allen hit, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And this will be a touchdown.
Not touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Chiefs, nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Chiefs take over.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 27.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 54, watch 54.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning this for you.
Hey, you.
49, check 49, check 49.
Check. Lucky. Right there.
Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. Able to shake him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Here we go.
Watch the motion.
Pass 85.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, watch it. Check safety.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check it back. Tighten up.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long.
Watch the screen. Mike 5-4.
Vic now from the 50. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vic. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and
Watch
10.
the slack, watch the
32-yard
slack.
line.
Watch the slack. Watch switch. Check your hot read. Watch out.
On first down, it's Richardson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Check. I got wide. Check.
Half.
Check three. Safe.
Throwing on second and 14. Allen eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Now a quick pass to Richardson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch twitch.
Hey, hold.
Allen off the play fake. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Play.
Alert! On the ball.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, escaping the pressure right. He wants it all for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Under 10.
This time they'll throw it with Vick. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. Fournette running right. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Vick will look to throw on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun, Vick. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for KC. 52 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working out of a shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. It's Hill. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater on to add the extra point. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be taken short.
Let's go, baby.
1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's 2nd down.
Drop deep, drop deep.
To throw again. Vick going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now Brown. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down.
Silver. Pass. Switch gears.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
At the 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check.
5 wide.
Switch. Kill.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
In your face. Deuce. Under pressure. Sam. Watch the slant. Motion. Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Allen.
It's just me and you.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13-all, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go
Through an opening, and there he goes. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
first play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
54's Mike.
Vic on 3rd and 2. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Richardson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 43. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, Richardson. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position, the ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On 2nd and 15 now. Vick, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Switch. Tight dog. No. Off.
Half 10.
Kill.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Dancing to his left.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch! Switch!
On 52.
Sponge!
Monday.
Sponge! No! Hey, watch that! Check Mike 54! Mike 54!
Allen now. Gonna throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 3. Check 26. Check 26. Out. Hey, alert 3.
Now it's Richardson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, orbit.
Check. I got it.
Here we go.
44.
Done.
44.
From the 24, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. They run with Richardson. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Go!
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Get wide. Shoot.
They begin with a run by Davis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
3rd and long for Vic.
Here we go.
And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna
On 4th down, Vick. And that is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Richardson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 56, 56. Check.
Smith. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the screen.
To throw is Allen. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
56.
They're going to run. Here's Richardson. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Vick. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Vick. Escaping, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Vick. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game.
Brown 80!
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Watch that.
He can go.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on that play. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever